effectively, but still gives you the pushing power, still gives you a little bit more damage than you had before. Still worth having Mother Hen cut out in this top lane now. PK leader going to get turned on though.
Yeah, his solo force is not up, but Mother Hen, he's done multiple times flash and auto attacks, able to pick up a kill. Oh, can he still duel to Buru? Here comes the void, missile voyage. Dredge line. Flash from 2 red to get into safety. The shutdown does go over to the dredge line. What else happens here? There's an unstoppable, or not the unstoppable force, unleashed power by Wafflemeister, finally able to pick up that kill. A little bit overextension from Carleton. We kind of saw this last game as well, but it wasn't enough to put them down. If Southern Illinois can take more advantage of the, I guess, cockiness from Carleton.
Yeah, the only issue that Southern Illinois has had with dealing with this cockiness from Carleton has been that they've had to commit so many resources to punish the overextension. In that particular instance, they committed 4 people in total. Actually, yeah, 4 people in total because Projectile was still in the bottom lane. Everybody else went up top just to get 2 kills, and that left the bottom lane open to be pushed very safely. Now they have to back off because they had people to send down there, but it's taking them so long to make these punishments, to actually have these punishments really materialize on these overextensions, that it's almost not meaning all that much because they're losing stuff elsewhere at the same time. But it is a good start. This is what they have to do. They just have to try to get whatever they can whenever possible, and overextensions are a perfect thing to get you back in the game very quickly, because you can turn that into a numbers advantage in a big fight. You can turn that into a numbers advantage around an objective. You can get wards down with a number lead and certain members off the map. So Carleton cannot continue to do this without getting stuff elsewhere, and they didn't really get all that much, all things considered, after losing those 2 members. Here's another gank onto Tubaru again.
Yeah, he's just being bullied as much as possible in this top lane. They can shut him down like I said, as much as possible. Infinity picking up that kill with his barrel roll. And now, Dredgeline, he might be in a bad position. There's really no CC to stop him from walking out of that. He needs to be a little bit careful with those missile voyages. Jezzy now joining his team. Picks up a red buff. The enemy team. And let's note here, XC is still split pushing in the bot lane. Nobody is there to answer it. He's going to get that inner bot lane turret. The Draco is finally going back, but the damage done. Tower is going to go down very soon. There it is. Yeah. Please don't make me look stupid, XC.
This is an advantage of having a double marksman comp, because you can have one of them split pushing off somewhere, and you can still have a big damage threat up in the top lane without having a damaged top laner. In that particular situation, it was the top lane, but you can split push with one ADC and still have another one to back you up, because by and large, marksman will have the highest DPS, as a class in general. Syndra especially is very burst focused, so if she gets a catch on someone, even with 3 tanks up there, actually, she's not going to kill anyone except for maybe Jezzy, and that'll be the DPS. And if she puts too much focus on the DPS, then these 3 medium damage tank, high CC tanks will just kill her. They just need a little bit of time, and that's what will be given if she's not hitting the tanks. So it's a very, very complicated situation with this composition, but being able to get split pushing done like that while also posturing aggressively to get the enemy team down on the other side of the map is exactly what we saw from Carleton last game, and we're seeing it again here with role swaps, with a different composition, and they're still looking really strong.
A lot of pressure going into this mid lane turret. Wafflemeister can clear out this wave. Their biggest wave clear right now. They catch out Jezzy. They did get the turret. Big packages out of there, so he does stay alive. Big team fight there as Mother Hen going in with a big unstoppable force, and that's going to be Carleton chasing down Illinois as much as possible. Draco, though, he's able to pick up 3 kills. No, double kill out of that one. barely any health left, and going to finally go down. That's a triple kill for Infinity. So a 4 for 2 overall in favor of Carleton. They were able to win that big team fight. Very nice unstoppable force coming out from the other end. And now they're going to try to push in onto this this mid inhibitor turret, I should say. But Wafflemeister doing a great job wave clearing.
Yeah, this is almost what we saw early from Carleton last game, with Oh Mother Hen just playing in the back line, almost everybody else falling or everybody else falling, and he's just kind of limping away, trying to wave clear as best he can if they are pushing. And that's what Wafflemeister had to do here, but it's much more of a dire situation for his team at this point. 6,000 gold lead at 24 minutes is a very big deal. It is still 1 dragon to 1, so this could go either way around this fight. There's not a lot of gold, or not a lot of vision control rather, for either side here. And with the scuttle in the favor of Southern Illinois, that's a pretty nice little advantage that they have around here. Can they force Carleton to walk in a direction that they want for something like that, for a big scatter the weak? But that was just onto the tanks, and all of that damage is basically negated.
Oh, huge unstoppable force from Oh Mother Hen, catching 4 from Southern Illinois to Brewer X. The first one go down. Dredgeline, X is picking up that kill. Everyone on the side of Carleton picking up a kill for their own. Jesse also picking up a kill onto Wafflemeister of all people. So getting a little revenge for a harsh leading phase. True Shot Barrage catches not much of a health bar there, so the fear from that. Inhibitor is going to be inhibitor turret at least going to be taken down. PK leader and Draco, the only ones left alive right now. So not much to stop the 5 force of Carleton here. Inhibitor, it's going to be taken down. Now they're disengaged, they're pinging for the dragon.
And honestly, this is pretty much the best call here, I feel, to come off the inhib like that with members just respawning. You know they have to respond to the side lanes as well. Their vision means absolutely nothing here because of that huge initiation from a Mother Hen in that fight. Massive 4-man knockup, Banana Warrior, instant follow-up, so much damage following up from all of the team members, really, even the tanks. And this is almost, I almost want to say this is a wombo combo comp for Carleton this game, but it's a wombo combo of just spamming CC, spamming AoE CC. They have 2 knockups, even 3 knockups if you want to count the Gragas ultimate, the body slam, the AoE slows from Malphite, and from Gragas as well. They just have so much to all pile on there. It's going to be a while before you can either move at all or move at your regular speed and be able to actually escape anything. And by then, especially with this lead, the double ADC composition will just rip you to shreds in that time that you're CC. Jesse, very confident.
Yeah, is that called confidence? Oh, I mean, Oh Mother Hen is coming up now. XC is now in trouble as well. There's a big 2 damage dealers down. This is exactly what Southern Illinois were looking for. Something cocky like that to happen from Carleton. Yeah. They get 2, and that is going to be no Baron coming out from Carleton right now. What was he doing? Why?
That was an interesting decision, to say the least. A lot of cockiness coming out there from Carleton. There's not really any other way to put it, honestly. You can't really justify that as, oh, he thought it was a 1v1, because you don't have the vision to say for sure that that was a 1v1. You shouldn't do that. Infinity now caught.
Yeah, big tower dive. Yeah, big re-engage coming out from Oh Mother Hen. He's the one to do it. He actually does get PK leader out of the situation, and now, like, Banana Warrior is in the mix as well. Getting the double kill over to Oh Mother Hen. Who are they going to chase down? To Brewer X or Wafflemeister? Looks like they're going to go to Brewer X because they can actually catch him. Never mind, I kid, because Wafflemeister can flash and auto attack. I think that's the 4th kill I've seen from a flash auto attack Oh Mother Hen. So I said Jesse and XC were taken down as the 2 big damage dealers, but Oh Mother Hen's 12-3-8. He can really kill anybody he wants to right now.
Yeah, the flash claps are coming out huge here from Oh Mother Hen in this game. Like you said, I think that is actually 4 kills, in fact. Now with only Alistair here and no smite, this looks like they're completely crazy. But with only Quadractyl up, There's only a True Shock Barrage to worry about, and the DPS from these two ADCs will be more than enough to take this down. But it could be stolen. Now he's being zoned. He has to ult early, otherwise he's dead.
Oh, he does get a kill on the Banana Warrior, so that is one Baron they don't have to worry about on the side of Southern Illinois. So props to Drakel. He gets a kill and gets out, so he does as much as he possibly can as just an Ezreal against 4 members, I think, taking out Baron.
Yeah, honestly, that was probably the best thing that he could hope for when No Mother Hen teleports in like that and immediately starts putting pressure on him. Forced him to EN flash away and nearly killed him anyway with the Seismic Shard, but not quite enough damage on that tanky Malphite. But we're seeing a lot of big items come out here for the whole team of Carleton right now. 2-item Corki, 4-item Malphite, 3-item Jungler, nearly a 3-item Lucian as well. Infinity honestly does a lot of damage with this Runic Echoes right now. And there goes Dredgeline even. Oh, Ecstasy failed the dash.
So much denying of the Dredgeline, and they got so cocky. They wanted Dredgeline so bad. So Infinity does go down, but meanwhile, Unstoppable Force is on a Drakel, and that was enough to lock him down. Oh, Mother Hen picking up yet another kill.
Jesse is playing so aggressively. Look at how far up he's playing with the package right now. He followed them all the way up that choke, up to the edge, up to their gate as they walked through it. He wanted so desperately to fly all the way up that wall and just cut them off alone. But he probably doesn't want to throw the game. And there goes the package. Now to dodge the stun from Syndra. That's actually a decent use. They cannot engage over that package AoE because it does so much damage, just like a mini equalizer. There's a 4-man knock again.
Big knockup from the Banana Warrior. Oh my goodness, that is going to be what Carleton is looking for these team fights. One last auto attack on PK Leader would do it, but it's not going to be enough. The top lane inhibitor is exposed, and that's exactly what Carleton wants to be in. Drakel is going to be engaged on by Banana Warrior underneath 2 of the Death Star turrets. Careful with that one. These Wafflemeister Scatter the Wings are huge. Gets killed, gets a double kill, shutting down No Mother Hen, taking out Ecstasy as well. Banana Warrior falling in the back lines as well. Jesse maybe will turn this one around on PK Leader. One last rocket does it. And now Infinity. This has went on so long that Infinity was caught and now he's back into the fight. But Jesse is the only one with Baron on right now for Carleton University. So damage done to the base of Southern Illinois, but I mean, Southern Illinois, they're not giving this up without a fight.
Yeah, Wafflemeister is really putting up a fight here, just trying to claw his team back in desperately right now. They're still so far behind in gold, but the Baron buff is gone, and that's really what they need. Jesse's actually really caught here.
Yeah, Missile Voyage transferring Wafflemeister to the mid lane, taking out Jesse, so no Baron buff now on the side of Carleton University. This inner mid lane turret is going to go down. That is believe it or not, only the second turret of the game for Southern Illinois. Both mid turrets have been taken for them. They have taken those so far. That's the only turrets they were able to take out. Usually, typically, the 2 hardest turrets to take out, they were able to get somehow.
Yeah, in the last game, they only had 2 turrets in total by the time it ended, so maybe they just didn't want to, maybe they just didn't want to end on a lower note that they did last game. Now they're even. Can they get this dragon, though? Infinity is in prime position to steal this, but he's getting zoned a little, doesn't get the smite. They get the dragon.
PK Leader, the dragon Dredgeline looks like he's going to be caught up here. Big Unstoppable Force on Newer X and Wafflemeister. Explosive cast is blowing them back, and Wafflemeister pays the price of that when he goes down. Dredgeline as well, but able to take down Ecstasy beforehand. Now Banana Warrior knocking up PK Leader. And now he goes down.
Yeah, that combo there, the flash engage from Mother Hen was massive there. Comboed perfectly with Banana Warrior. And then Infinity just threw the 2 lowest members back into his team with the explosive cask, and there was nothing left. There were no ADCs there. Ecstasy was there, but not for much longer after that all happened. Wasn't able to get any kills. Jesse wasn't even there, and they still did that much damage in the AoE.
Their star player, he's not even there.
This is just crazy from Carleton right now. Oh, Mother Hen even taunting in the enemy base, and they can't even kill him either. Now they're gonna kill that
Draco.
The Draco.
They're gonna try. Wafflemeister now back in the mix. Jesse, he's a little too forward again. Wafflemeister taking out Jesse. Now Screwer X finally getting him a kill in this late game on the Banana Warrior. But once again, damage done. 2 inhibitors down for Southern Illinois University. 1 Nexus turret is only one left standing, keeping Carleton away from their Nexus.
Every time it looks like Carleton is going to end, something else silly just happens.
Very silly, yeah.
Whether it's a good initiation that shouldn't really be found but from Wafflemeister and follow-up from Southern Illinois, or they're taunting in the enemy base at their Nexus turrets, or they stick around for a little bit too long and end up getting caught with no cooldowns and low mana and health. Whatever is happening in these situations, it's not letting Carleton end this game. And it's not too much for them to worry about because they're still 6,000 gold up, but we have to take note that has closed. It was 8,000 the last time they pulled a stunt like that in the enemy base and they all died. That time they didn't lose nearly as many and they got an inhib for their troubles as well, but the gold gap is closing. And it's getting closer and closer to the point where their most fed members, their most ahead members, are not going to get any stronger ever in this game. They're just going to hit those 6-item ceilings, and that's going to be it. They're not going to get any better. And if they keep throwing away fights like this, getting stun combos, overstaying, disrespecting, they could potentially lose this game with how late it's going, with how slow they're taking it. They're going to go for the Baron here, pretty much no doubt. Yeah, they're spawning 2 inhibs. It's pretty much as safe as it's going to get, honestly, without it just being kind of unnecessary. They're going to go for it. Southern Illinois has to contest here because if they get the Baron, then this game is effectively over. Jesse has the package again. He can separate this fight.
From one unstoppable force to land on Mother Hen. It gets chunked down pretty hard though, eaten up by the dredge line. I don't think they're gonna follow it up though. Here's the package from Jesse. He goes in and dies. Alright, so now Southern Illinois, they actually have a chance. Vinity, he flashes over the wall. No one there from Carleton to really follow up from there. There's the unstoppable force. That's what we were looking for this entire time. Ecstasy is still full health until Wafflemeister gets to him, but he's going to go down. Triple kill for Ecstasy. He's going to look for quadra kills. The Draco, the backline's able to pick up a Mother Hen. So Carleton, they're getting cocky, but that could lose them the game at this point. In 36 minutes, these death timers are actually quite long. And the longer the game goes out, the more power Southern Illinois can gather to match Carleton. So this is actually getting pretty close. But in the top lane, Inhibitor still goes down. Carleton, they still have quite a bit to work with. And Draco, I'm not really sure what he's doing.
Well, now he's dead because Jesse is about to spawn in 2 seconds, so he is for sure dead. That's another member not making it back. They have so much time. Carleton's going to go for the end here. No Nexus turrets remaining.
And Nexus is exposed. Banana Warrior, he's going to go down, and now Drew returns his attention onto Ecstasy. Dredge line is there. Flash over the Nexus. Can he do this? No, he cannot. It's going to go down. Nexus almost taken down. It's very prime for a backdoor, though.
It is. It really is, and I wouldn't put it past Jesse to try to go in for that at this point. With how aggressively he's been playing, he did not have a good lane at all. He was not ahead. He's still behind. In fact,
it's funny to watch.
It's hilarious to watch how confidently he's playing and what exactly he's trying to do with effectively no lead. He's still at a deficit, like I just said. So this is pretty funny, all things considered. But they are on the Baron now, down to half already. No vision whatsoever, no way to contest for Southern Illinois. This is going to make it significantly safer to rush for that Nexus.
Yeah, not even a true shot barrage coming out of the way. Actually, no, never mind. Dragon's dead. Can't do that. So, yeah, Clean Baron going over to Carleton University. I feel like this would be the last Baron they need. I think they can just group up and push now. I feel like that, but I felt like that for the last 8 minutes so far. And all they've done is give away kills over to Southern Illinois.
Yeah, they really need to just pull it together, 5v5 with the Baron, just rush mid, and just take a fight. Either just take a fight, or just run face first into the Nexus. They're going to go for the third dragon. I mean, they're taking every precaution. I can't really fault them for that. And I don't blame them for that either, because of how these fights have been going. Because even when, I mean, to be fair, even for Southern Illinois, even when it looks like they're about to take a fight, we saw in the last big one that just one ultimate is enough to take it down. Just one of these marksmen being alive is enough to win the fight. Even if they lose 2 or 3 of their tanks, they only need 2 members for this comp to really work. And so there is still potential for them to have a close fight but still win, but it's so risky that they just want to not risk it anymore. You can see how safely they're playing, their positioning, so they can't get comboed.
Yeah.
Man, Super really trying to engage here.
And there's the engage from Old Mother Hen. There are the bodies falling on the side of Southern Illinois. Ecstasy, he does go down though. He's cornered him, but damage done. Nexus exposed. Super minions are in the base with Baron empowering them. And Jezzy, once again, just because, going down.
Why
But
not?
that is a 2-0 victory. Best of 3 for Carleton University, so congratulations to them. Do want to reiterate though, do want to emphasize both of these teams are going to the playoffs, but now Carleton, they do have a higher seed.
Yeah, that was not as clean as it should have been or could have been for Carleton there, but they did take out they did take the victory in the end. So, yeah, congratulations to them, especially to take a 2-0 over a team that hasn't lost a series yet, or even they may have not even lost a map yet. In fact,
Actually, I believe Carleton, Southern Illinois has not lost until tonight. Carleton, they did lose twice in the
right.
fall, but for the spring, they are 10-0, actually 11-0 now because they just 2-0'd Southern Illinois University Edwardsville.
Yeah, so they really played pretty cleanly up until the end of that last game. The role swap still kind of confused me a little bit. I'm not sure. I can't really speak to who was supposed to be where and which game was actually the role swap,
Well,
but
Mother Hen looked very
yeah,
natural in the top lane, so I can't complain about
really,
that at
yeah.
all.
Yeah, but no matter what happened in that game, they did take the victory in the end. They still got the leads early. The only lane that they really lost was Jezzy in the mid lane in a bad matchup against as an ADC against an assassin of Syndra. So a very dangerous matchup. The only one that they lost. They won a tank versus a carry top lane. They somewhat won this bottom lane, I want to say, because they took the turret first and they had a small gold lead. Their map control was on point for most of it, but man, you can't. I just don't want to. I can't help but stress enough how cocky they played for the last 15 minutes of that game, and they could have made that much cleaner and made that even more of a statement game. But they
Yeah,
ended up trying to have a little bit of fun with it.
but
Again, can't really fault them for it.
yeah, I mean,
They had a good showing.
they already knew they were going to playoffs. I mean, this was the last regular season game, so they do get a pretty decent seed going into the playoffs. And speaking of that, this is the road to DreamHack, so we might even see Carleton there. We may see Southern Illinois University Edwardsville there because, like I said, both these teams they are in the playoffs. But keep up with CSL. We will be back later on, I believe. Actually, if we could get our coordinator to post whenever we're going to be back for CSL, I believe it's in 2 weeks in March. I think it's March 7th. We're going to be back for the CSL playoffs. But yeah, that will. I mean, this is the road to DreamHack, but that will really start getting down to the nitty gritty of who the top 4 teams are that are going to DreamHack in Texas. So stick around for that. Definitely follow us on Twitter at CSLLOL, and we'll keep you updated on everything you need to know and who's going to be playing. And, of course, follow the casters. I did post their names in the chat. I'll do it once again because I know all you guys want to follow us because why not? We're all really cool here. And that's going to be it for Blaster Boy and myself. Thank you for joining us tonight. You guys have been really fun. I don't know if these are just Carleton fans or you guys are just like really weird with like fun with Jezzy, but it's been a lot of fun seeing you guys interact in the chat. Been really nice. And yeah, on behalf of Blaster Boy and myself, Joshua Feckes Quest and the CSL, do want to give a shout out to our sponsors real quick, twitch.tv, Azus Rogue, and Brain Gear. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back March 7th. So stick around, check out our Twitter for that, and look forward to seeing you guys back. Have a good night.